Welcome back, cereal fans. It is your host, C-Ree, on Morning Munchology, and today, episode number 15, we are going to, for our first time, venture to the end of the cereal aisle. We are going to talk about one of the latest entries from the bag cereal fans. It is going to be Key Lime Pie Crunch from Multimeal. Very, very excited to bring this to you. Okay, so let's jump into it. What we've got with our bag cereal, first off, they're at a disadvantage. It's not your classic box. It's hard to get excited, except for the fact that it's so massive and you get so much cereal in this one. But if we are going to try and give us a fair rating on what it actually can do for our heart, for our excitement on here, we've got ourselves a nice little kid over here, kid icon, and so it looks like they got some kind of a dinosaur. I'm not sure what that has to do with key limes in Florida, but okay, nonetheless, we've got that. So they tried, and they've got some ideas that we're going to have some kind of a sour punch to it, that we're going to have some limes in it. I don't doubt that it seems that that was a good logo as well, so it just seems like it's kind of middle of the road on this one. So if we are going to give this some kind of a rating, I think we've got to hit it. It's kind of pedestrian. It looks generic, so let's just go with a nice little 6. As far as value, man, we're talking you can't beat this. For less than $6, you're getting twice the bags here, so our value goes way up to around the 8. It was a little bit more expensive because it's not one of their normal, it's just a seasonal cereal that they do carry. This is a new entry from 2023. Now let's get into the opening bag smell. So we have to tear off the plastic for the bags. That's the odd thing about this one. Then there's a little seal. There's another story I get to tell you about sometime. So here we go. Let's hope that this one has some kind of pleasant smell and it's not just Golden Grahams or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And it could quite possibly be one of the most off-putting smells that I've ever had. It smells literally like cardboard. I am not giving you one hyperbole moment there. Mixed in with high citric acid kind of sour smells. But for the most part, I smell cardboard. That is a really big letdown. That is only going to be a 3 in there. As far as cereal color is concerned, well, let's see what we've got. Now, for the most part, it looks like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but then it has some very brilliant highlight greens there. So we've got our grahams, we have our marshmallows for the fluff, so they've done all the colors pretty well there. You know, it's a vibrant color mix, so I'm going to go ahead and give you, let's go all the way. Let's go, that was a nice little 8 on that one. Now, uniqueness of the shapes. Those are identical. Those are just a repurposed Cinnamon Toast Crunch, their Brand X version of it, and their key limes, those are just spheres, nothing special, as well as their marshmallows. They are just these little cylinders, flattened cylinders, so nothing about that one is unique whatsoever. They didn't try. They're just going for the mix, the correct ratio on that one, so unique shapes, they didn't really. Those are 3s. Dry crunch. Let's find out what we've got with this. Right away, the key lime does hit you. That's a good thing. And as far as the crunch is concerned, I don't pick up on any kind of pancaking that's excessive. Graham crackers are nicely even coated. They even have some of that citric acid on them to help enhance. They've got some transfer of the flavors. Well, that's a pretty good crunch. I don't have a problem with that one. I'm going to give that one a solid 10. Now, uniqueness of taste. I've never had a cereal in a while that has had this effort to put a little bit of tang as much as they did. I mean, it's a bit more sour, it's a bit more limey than any of your trick cereals are. So, uniqueness of taste, that one's pretty good. That's a 9. As far as matching the taste, that's a 9. That's pretty doggone close to what you want if you are a fan of your key lime pie. So, very, very good, Multimeal. You did a very good job. All right, let's get into the last details of it. So we're going to take our cereal, and we are going to pour some into our bowl that I provided for myself. Someone else provided me with my Tony the Tiger spoon. So we've got our bowl of cereal, and we're going to add our milk from a pitcher that no one has provided to me yet. So let's see if maybe someday someone will get me a nice little pitcher. We're going to let that rest there. While we are waiting, I want to remind you that I encourage you, I would appreciate you taking the time to subscribe if you're enjoying the content, that you would become some kind of a member that could coordinate with me, that would tell me some items that you would like to see talked about on the channel, that you can make some suggestions. I would like it if you give me a thumbs up if you are having a little bit of fun times with your 7 minutes of your daily dose of cereal with me. And then finally, leave those comments. Talk to me about some of your cereal experiences. I would love to chat back and have some of those online eventually. So with that said, let's go ahead and see where our excitement lies with this one. 60 is my resting heartbeat. And what it looks like we are going to get up to on this one, hopefully, is a little bit better than what we've done with some of the other flatline cereals. A 95. That is one of the higher ones that I've gotten. So as far as joy, we're all the way up at an 8. Very impressive. Let's go for the wet crunch now. So let's get it into here. Let's get a good mix of all of them. So we've got marshmallows. The spheres do break down quite readily. However, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch pieces, the graham crackers, they're doing a good job of holding up. That's not a bad mix of crunch. It's holding up very nicely. It's just those spheres that are seeming to break down just a little bit too quick for me. So, pedestrian level kind of on there. It's a hit and miss for me. Gonna have to give you somewhere around the 8. Okay, so overall, I'm quite impressed with our Key Lime Crunch from Malt-O-Meal. You have earned yourself a fabulous little 72. So thank you very much for watching. I encourage you to stay around for the next episode and go out there and enjoy some breakfast. God bless your cereal. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.